Our fighters are ready to lay it all on the line.
Here's to round one. Fight.
Let's see what they try and do here in this first round. Blocks the jump in. Solid anti-air there. Solid anti-air will shut down the opponent's air game and make it much harder to jump in. Player one pushes the opponent into the corner. Downs it. Not shy with the grab. Where is their opening? From up above. In a dire situation. There's a wall splash. They can't do anything now. Rejects the air attempt. Player one on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Starts the party with a jump in. They piled up the knowledge. Now how are they going to use it? Gets the jump in. You can open up chances to do big damage by baiting something out, getting that opening, and then jumping in. Player two doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. They gotta watch out. Out of drive gauge. Now's the time. Player one needs to use the super doesn't hit. A quick breather. Player two will have to deal with this dangerous bout of burnout for a while. What are they doing? Borderline. Needs to find a chance to see if the drive impact doesn't work. Whoa! That punch counter creates a chance for some juicy damage here. Let's turn off it. Juicy damage with that throw there. Oh, does them dirty. Player one closes it out. Player one gets a clear victory. Everyone's getting fired up, and we're just ready to get started.
Here's to a fair fight. Round one. Fight.
Here we go. Let's see what these fighters have in store. Oh no, whiffs the drive impact. Player one has the life lead. Got a small life lead, but it's not over. The right idea, but he whiffs the air throw. Denied up top. They get the distance they want. Let's see their approach. Player two needs to deal with this burnout. Takes him all the way to the corner with that. Box him with the target combo. Next hit will end the round. KO. Player one sets the tone with that win. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Round two. Fight.
Instant jumping. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? The impact shut out. Nice block to shut out the impact. Opts to continue laying on the pressure with the drive rush. Spikes him with the trick grab. You gotta be mindful of reach and jump ins at this range. Blocks it. Experiencing burnout. Player two will have to deal with this dangerous bout of burnout for a while. Out of drive gauge. Now's the time. Gets a little space with the throw. Pounding them with the Latsuka. Can they stand the heat? The super doesn't hit. Fires off the Chinku Hadouken. That's not gonna hit. That's a big gap. Puts the brakes on the impact. Throws him. What'll happen here? Player two is barely hanging in there, but can still sneaks in the throw. Player one gets a clear victory. Our fighters are ready to lay it all on the line.
Here's to a fair fight.
This will be a good fight. Round one. Fight.
Here we go. Let's see what these fighters have in store. Solid anti-air there. Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. Buy some time by driving them into the corner, and now they can create some big chances to do damage here. Player 2 has used up all their drive. Can they survive this badly timed burnout? Player 2 is in burnout, drives off the table, takes a trip, just out of range for that throw. This is the perfect range to reach out and tag them with something. In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. Goes for a projectile to try and change the pace. The corner makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup here? Jumps! Easy tech. Jumps up! Experiencing burnout. Player 1 is gonna have to wait for their drive gauge. Can they stick it out? Sneaks in the throw. Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on.
Round 2. Fight.
Instant jumping. This round is so important. You can feel the intensity in the air. Torbalon. Player 2 won out those close scuffles, but what's the plan this next round? Both fighters have full super meter on deck. The winner will be the one who manages it best. Brushes that off and keeps going. Keeping them away. Barely blocks the jump in. Experiencing burnout. Ooh, burnout activates. Departure. They quickly get back into the corner of the stage. Blocks. Genius read. Full SA meters on deck for both sides. This could be over soon. Breaks their guard with the throw. Here comes the mix-up. Throw whiffs. A chance for damage. How will they utilize this? Sets up with the jump in. Crowns them from above. Player 2 will look, oh, what a rush. Connects with the throw. A real test of nerves here. Jump! Desperately scrambling to avoid the corner. Fools him and locks it in break. Down and out. Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point.
Fight. Round. Fight.
Start things off with a jump in. The final round. Who's gonna take this? Stone cold embrace. You can't block though. Player 1 with the lead. They're gonna end it quick or hang back. Shrugs that off. Target blinks it. Break. Zabuska throws him in the minefield. Both sides. Will this super fight do anything? Getting up close and personal. Somehow manages to block the jumping. Down and out. Player 1 gets the win in a convincing fashion. Everyone's getting fired up and we're just ready to get started. Here we go. Let's see what these fighters have in store. Anticipates the overhead. Tons of time left. How's this match going to play out? Player 2 has used up all their drive. Oh? Brushes off the throw. Both players are running on fumes. What's going to be their next move? The drive gauge is completely empty, meaning their ability to block is also diminished. Next up, both go for the throw, and they cancel out. Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. Knockdown. Player 1 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. They gotta watch out. Well-timed corner switch. Easy tech. Their super art gauge is running on empty. That's going to be a big factor in how this match plays out. The jump in is denied. Combo with the target combo. In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. This range is where it gets interesting. You gotta utilize the reach of your moves to bait out and attack. Player 2 chases him down. Takes a trip. Player 2 can't afford mistakes but comes from behind to pick up the win. They took advantage of every chance. Player 1 wins the first round and is now riding a huge wave of momentum. Starts things off with a jump in. The next round is beginning. What's gonna happen now? Absorbs the attack and fires back. Anything off the smash? There's a wall splat. They can't do anything now. Now that's how you use an impact. The corner makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup here? Full SAUs on deck for both sides, experiencing burnout. They're vying for dominant position in the corner. Going in? They're both driving. This is gonna get messy. Drives off the table. What else have they got? Not much life difference. Trig lab. Super arts on deck for both fighters. How they approach this situation will be interesting. But looking for the overhead this time. A quick breather. Overhead, but it won't work. Player 2 can't let overhead. Closing moments of the round. One hit's gonna do it. Hit is gonna kill, no doubt about it. You're done. Player 1 gets a clear victory. I know. This isn't about just winning the match. Pride and bragging rights are at stake here. Both fighters will need to bring their A game to the table.
I'm number one! Round one.
Here we go. Let's see what these fighters have in store. Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. Buys some time by driving them into the corner. And now they can create some big chances to do damage here. Well-timed commands are there. Player 1 with the life lead. What are they thinking here? Lots of aggression from both sides. Easy throw escape. Player 2 has used up all their drive. Can they outlast? Both fighters have completely emptied their drive gauge and are in burnout state. Not a lot of patience on show here today. Are they both going to dial it back for a bit? Player 2 chases them down. Expect both fighters to crank it up a bit now that we're halfway through the round. How will both players use this time to create their chances? Player 1 can't afford to get hit again, but still has a chance to take the round if they can find openings to use their drive. Likely, this is gonna be bad news. Opts to continue laying on the pressure with the drive rush. Cages them in with the love super. Player 1 will have to fight back here without any drop. KO! Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give him a psychological advantage.
Round 2. Fight!
Jump! Takes the hit and keeps on trucking. 3 balls. Player 1 kept their drive gauge topped off through that round and still took the win. Guess they didn't need it. The spacing is so on point right now. Any mistake here will be big. Ooh, burnout activate. Changes them in with the Love Trooper. They must have a game plan and good heads-up play going for that combo to do enough damage to finish the round. Player 1 gets a clear victory. I know that... This isn't about just winning the match. Pride and bragging rights are at stake here. Both fighters will need to bring their A-game to the table.
I'm number 1! Round 1. Fight!
Let's see what they try and do here in this first round. Stands firm and blocks the drive impact. Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. Buy some time by driving them into the corner, and now they can create some big chances to do damage here. Player 1 has the life lead. Can they exploit this advantage? Both players are running on fumes. What's gonna be their next move? Knockdown. One fighter's drive gauge is just about empty. They gotta scramble and recover quickly. What's their game plan here at this critical stage? Reads the overhead well and blocks. The jump in is denied. Throws them. What's next? It's a normal hit, but they get in there. Experiencing burnout. And brings out the super. How's this going to work out for them? It takes some time to back off and regroup. Who's going to strike first? That's a big gap. Who's going to close it? They need to rely on their instincts here. That corner's going to make it hard to get away. Player 2. Ooh, burnout activate. Player 2 can't afford mistakes without the drive gauge. Closes with the throw, hitting them with the smart stuff. Player 2 with the first strike, but they can't get complacent.
Round 2. Fight!
Jumps up. Ooh, are we going to see some fireworks here? Absorbs the attack and fires back. Experiencing burnout. Throwing some shade. Taking stock. Player 1 has the life advantage. There's still a lot of fighting to be had. It's anyone's match. Player 1 in dire straits fires off the Cherno ball. What are they doing? Scrapping it out up close. Player 2 will need this can lead to some big damage. Oh, the throw is denied. Finds the target. Cherno ball. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now.
Fight round. Fight.
Jump. The air-to-air is good. Takes the hit and keeps on trucking. Goes, oh, what a rush. Torvalon incoming. Player 1 with the lead. They're going to end it looking for the overhead this time. So you're just going to stand there. Out of range, relatively safe. Target blinks it. More fuel on the fire. Hook them up. Player 1 with a slight lead. Will they capitalize? Very nice. Trig lab. Jumps in. Brushes that off and keeps going. He gets a follow. Oh, what a rush. Nails the 3 bar. Get your plates ready. Damage is on the menu. The overhead denied. Player 1 with the lead. They're going to end it quick or hang back. Gets the counter in. Links it. 3 ball. Putting the cherry on top. Gets all that juice on the super art. Not shy one bit about it. Player 2 met over in a flag. You gotta hand it to both our fighters. They put on a real clinic for us. This is gonna be a 5-star match. Get ready for history to be made.
Showtime, baby!
An honor, to be sure.
Round one. Fight.
The fight just started. This is Tasty Steve on commentary. Confident anti. Player 1 pushes the opponent into the corner. Keeping them in the corner will only produce more damage opportunities. Had the radar up and running. Oh! They can open this round up big by hell. Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on.
Round 2. Fight.
Jump! Takes the hit and keeps on trucking. Fires off the Turner ball. Spins it on the super arm. Drive rush to keep it going. Player a chance for big damage with the punish count. Answers back with the drive impact on recovery. This can lead to some big damage here. You gotta be mindful of reach and jump ins at this range. Shows the medium kick, brushes that off and keeps going. Experiencing burnout. Pull along, pounding them with the Lakshuka. Can they stand the heat? Player 1 really needs good heads-up play going for that combo to do enough damage to finish the round. Player 2 gets a clear victory. I know they want to add more double... Right here, right now, we're in for something special.
Beginning operation.
An honor, to be sure.
Round one. Fight.
Here we go. Let's see what these fighters have in store. Saw that throw coming easily. Player one pushes the opponent into the corner. Buy some time by driving them into the corner. And now they can create some big chances to do damage here. Bad spot for a throw. And player one maintaining the corner pressure for some juicy damage. Evades the grab. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they could be. Knockdown. Let's see how they apply their corner pressure in this situation. Just out of range for that throw. From up above. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Where is their opening? Hits. Player one picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling.
Round two. Fight.
Decides to create some distance to start. They've piled up the knowledge. Now how are they going to use it? Reads them. This fight is just underway. What kind of game plan do they have? Shows the medium kick. The corner makes it hard to Oh, what's this? What's gonna happen? Player two can't use any drive moves without burning out. What's coming next? Experiencing burnout. Player two has an empty drive gauge. This is a very precarious situation. Out of drive gauge. Now's the time. Jump! Player one needs to use the threat of the corner here. They gotta be careful not to overextend or their opponent might go for the side switch. Anticipates the throw. Picks the air throw. Spikes him with the trick left. So you're just gonna stand there. Nothing stops this train. Babushka throws him in the minefield. Still ready to pull the trigger down and out. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks.
Very good indeed.
Final round. Fight.
Opens with anti-air in the clutch. Who will come out on top in this final takes the hit and keeps on trucking? Oh, what a rush! Player two won out those close scuffles, but what's the plan this next round? So you're just gonna stand there. Out of range, relatively safe. A back throw for damage and vital position. The quick lap skewers him. Medium kick. The driver pack doesn't work. The jump and blinks it. We tech those. What are they gonna do? Player two connects with the throw. Amazing. Player two has a big drive gauge lead. How did he get a read on that throw? Crowns it from above. Player one shrugs that off. Oh, you never know it. Oh, what a rush. Great. More fuel on the fire. Hook him up. Player two is on the brink of disaster. Puts the brakes on the impact. Taking chunks out of each other here. Genius play to escape the throw. Player two has got to work. What a smart throw. Meets them air to air. Jump. Brushes that off and keeps going. Look at the blinks. Reebok ice. Player two with a slight lead. Will they capitalize? There's been some back and forth, but no clear leader in the fight. Connects with the throw. Both sides getting ready. Player one with the rhythm, owning that space. Quick medium poke. Gotta do better than that. Somehow manages. Oh, what a rush. Player two can't use drive anymore. What a smart throw. What now? Player two is dangerously close to run. We tech those. Sets up with the jump in. Player one is in a truck that off. Oh, you never know when there's a burnout. Break. More fuel on the fire. Hook them up. See, now that's how you finish a fight. This is the big lead. You either go big or you're going home. Player two had to work extra for that one. Plenty of highs and lows in that match.
a new challenger.
We got a good match on deck right now, and no one's gonna want to blink once the action gets started.
Round one.
Let's see what they try and do here in this first round. Tries to bait him with the projectile. Their drive gauge was running low, but they use an overdrive on anyway just to show they're not gunshot. Very dangerous range. Can definitely get clipped by something now. Player 2 needs to deal with this burnout. Gets down. Player 2 has used up all their drive. We have one player in burnout state, which means they'll have to continue the fight temporarily without using any drive-reliant moves. The jump-in is denied. Taking stock. Where is their opening? Shoots off a fireball up close. They're at the center of the stage. Nothing but space and opportunity. Life lead opens up. Ooh, thanks! Player 1 will have to fight back here without any drive. Both fighters are just about goals for the invincible special. They were confident that would hit. Player 2 with the first strike, but they can't get complacent. Creates distance to try to get a read on the opponent. Throws a projectile. Player 1 had a hard time managing their drive gauge last round, and I'm sure they're aware that they need to start adapting. Experiencing burnout. Player 2 has an empty drive gauge. This is a very precarious situation. Going in? Uses the parry so the opponent can't dictate the pace of the round. Uses the parry to deal with that projectile. Fake out. Player 1 will look to apply pressure here. Drive gauge gap here. Throws a fireball, takes the hit, and keeps on trucking. What are they doing? Medium kick into. Right lead burns out. Oh, here we go. They're in range. We're gonna see a jump in, a dash. Looking for a reaction with that fireball. Neither fighter, the drive impact doesn't work. Punish counter sets the table for big damage. Both fighters are hurting. What's gonna happen? Come on, you gotta tech that throw. We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? Sets up with the jump in. Baits out the attack and gets the punish count. No drops it. This can lead to some big damage. Oh my! Oh, show how it's done. Oh, what a look. A deep gun uppercut. Okay, here's the burnout. Player 2 is in burnout state, a very perilous situation. This is where we can expect some major pressure. What a smart throw! Oh, here we go. Player 1 is in a very good spot now. Links it. Breaking them chins with a low heavy. No hesitation or regret. Open up, it's time for business. Perfect damage calculation, no doubt about it. Player 2 gotta be sweating after that match. Someone bring him a towel.
Round one.
It is not over. They want that run back. How's it going to unfold? Gotta do better than that. Anti-air in the clutch. Ooh, Fang buys him open with the Shoryuken. Smart play to stop the opponent there. That counter must have rattled him. Player 1 pushes the opponent into the corner. Decides to spin the meter to open up some more chances. Player 1 needs to be cautious with drive gauge. Both fighters are trying to decide their next move. Player 1 needs to use what little drive they have left effectively. Heading into the end game now, it's getting tense. Projectile to try to change the situation. Where is their opening? So they break forward, intercepts, slick anti-air finish. Player 1 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Creates distance to try to get a read on the opponent. Pounces on that mistake with the impact for the punish count. Amazing concentration on display as they punish when their opponent's attack left them wide open. throws a fireball. Goes for the fireball, which is very strong at this range. They were baiting that the whole time? Player 2 will look to apply pressure here. Tries to act quickly, but whiffs the attack. Fake a forward throw, laying the pressure on thick. Charges up the flat. You're done. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. Opens with this is gonna hurt. Last chance, it's now or never. That corner's gonna make it hard to get away. Blocking that drive impact isn't going to work. Forcing them to block the drive impact near the corner is a very smart play on their part. Huge chance after that wall splash. Amazing! Player 2 with drive impact misses. Oh, you never know what can happen. Oh my! Player punish, counter, or react. Oh, what a look! Dazzles him with a flurry. Yo, what's next? Puts the brakes on the impact. Both are ready to pull the trigger on their super art. What if there's a burnout? Player 2 can't be hold. Super out of nowhere? Because who's gonna expect that? Perfectly planned, perfectly executed. Player 2 was the only one left standing after that. That's what I like to see. Talk that.
Comes a new challenger.
Got a mirror matchup? And this isn't just about the W. You gotta win it for pride. Do it for yourself.
Let us round one.
The fight just started. This is Tasty Steve on commentary. The move whiffs and they get nailed with a punish count. Player 1 will be in a world of hurt if this drive gauge runs out. And the super activation. You can't forget the super for extra damage. What's their game plan here at this critical stage? Their super art gauge is running on empty. That's going to be a big factor in how this match plays out. Rejects the air attempt. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give him a psychological advantage. Starts the round with a drive impact. Takes the hit and keeps on trucking. Opts to continue laying on the pressure with the drive rush. Whipped with that huge attack. Going in? Gotta be careful not to whip a chance for big damage with the punish counter. Fires off the Shinku Hadoken. What'll happen here? They must have a game plan here with the critical art on deck. But executing that plan is the key. A quick break. Blow heavy. KO. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. Start thinking this can lead to some big damage. Throws a fireball. Picks up the counter. This is going to be huge. Oh, show him how it's done. That's how you force your opponent to do what you want so you can get a punish. Nothing stops this train. Knocked him out of the air. There's a drive impact. Player 2 crowns him from above. Noticeable life lead. Is a comeback still possible? This kid, you're done. Player 1 survived that tense mirror match. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Jump! Takes the hit and keeps on trucking. Both fighters want to establish themselves early on. Decides to go with the target combo. Still slugging it out here. Knockdown. punish counter, this could lead to something big. Player 1 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. They gotta watch out. How much damage can they deal before the opponent's drive gauge replenishes? Player 2 creates a good corner opportunity. Heading into the end game now, it's getting tense. Secures the jump in. With the life gap opening up, they need to utilize drive. Jumps up, KO! Player 2 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Instant jump in. Big gap between the two fighters, so they throw out a fireball. Parries the projectile. Player 2 did a great job of reading their opponent up close that last round, and they keep up the momentum. Impact shut out. You can block impact, but it's still going to cause you some drive gauge. Smart play to stop the opponent's head. Sends a clear message with that counter. Player 2 will look to apply pressure here. Scrapping it out of, well, blocking that drive impact isn't going to work. Are we going to see a comeback here? That punish counter creates a chance for some juicy damage here. Tries to act quickly, but whiffs the attack. The drive impact hits from the front. Player 2 can't use any drive moves. Gotta play it safe. This is gonna kill, no doubt about it. You're done. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. Crowns them from above. Who's gonna steal this win? Put your brakes on the impact. Sets up with the jump in. Looking to follow up after that target. Drive impact misses. Nothing stops this train. Player 2 has the super gauge advantage. They've got, oh my! Oh, the drive impact hits from the money. What's Genkuhado gonna do? Amazing. Chucks a fireball to keep control of the space. Player 2 still has a chance to jump pays off. Player 1 survived that tense mirror match.
Here comes a new challenger.